Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So this is going to be a shorter video because I really just want to touch on this. The first is Larry Fink of Blackrock completely changing his stance publicly yesterday when he was talking with Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. We're seeing Bank of America finally let their advisors recommend Bitcoin. And also Charles Schwab is planning to get more heavily involved in crypto next year. But as always, before I dive into that, this video is based solely on my opinion and what I'm personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below are affiliate links, meaning I may earn a commission, but this will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember, under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just a guy sitting in a hotel room talking to you in a microphone. So, the Fed is probably going to cut rates in December. It's now at a 94% chance. Now, is this priced in? Probably, right? This is probably priced in. And if, the Fed does not cut, that would be pretty darn bad for everything. Crypto, stocks, everything. So as we making this video, Bitcoin 93K, ETH is 3,200 bucks. Over the last 4 days, it's come from 2,700 up to 32. So pretty big moves for both of those. But I want to talk about this quick video really quick, let you know what I think about it.
Called crypto an index for money laundering. Blackrock.
And thieves.
And thieves.
Yes.
Money laundering and thieves.
You can see Brian Armstrong basically rolled his head, rolled his eyes like, oh my gosh, let's watch that again.
Thieves.
And thieves.
Yes.
Money laundering and thieves.
Right.
You now have the biggest Bitcoin ETF. So what happened here?
I have very strong views, but that doesn't mean I'm not wrong. By having strong views, you have to test yourself and ask yourself. And, in my role, I see, thousands of clients a year. I have, governmental leaders, and we have these conversations, and my thought process always evolves. And this is a very glaring public example of a big shift in my opinion.
Well, let's take a look at why maybe he has shifted his opinion. Google's AI said that BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, generated an estimated $245 million in annual fees as of October 2025, holding over $87 billion in assets. Maybe a little bit less now because Bitcoin is lower than it was in October. But, it's hard not to be bullish on an asset when it's bringing in your company $245 million of fees. Take a look right here. This is really, really big news as well. Bank of America greenlights wealth advisors to recommend up to 4% Bitcoin allocation. So I've been talking about this for such a long time. Obviously, the story 2 days ago, Vanguard allowing people to buy Bitcoin ETFs finally. Bank of America now saying that their wealth advisors can recommend Bitcoin to their clients. And there are, again, more and more companies. Eventually, in my opinion, every single company will be following these examples. Wealth advisors, even for a very modest conservative portfolio, may still only recommend 0.5% or 1% into Bitcoin, or specifically a Bitcoin ETF. More aggressive portfolios, more aggressive, maybe younger people that are investing, it could be 20% into Bitcoin. All of this stuff is going to happen, and all of this stuff is ultimately bullish here. Charles Schwab plans to launch spot Bitcoin or spot crypto trading in 2026. And yeah, so Schwab getting in the crypto game as well. Now, there's just more and more of this happening. So I think it's really important just to remember that. It's really important just to remember what's going on behind the scenes. Also, guys, if you are a trader, you can check out what's going on here over on BTCC. This is where I trade myself. And finally, to end the video, before I kind of wrap this up, if you do not have a hardware wallet, Ledger is still offering, or I shouldn't say still, there's a Black Friday sale. I'm not quite sure how long it goes, probably not too much longer. And they are offering insane deals on their signers, I should say. They're no longer called hardware wallets. They are called signers. I made a whole video talking about this one, the Nano Gen 5. I like it because it has a large screen, so it's very easy to make sure that you know exactly what you are signing, what address you are sending things to, etc. It makes it very, very easy. And the stacks here as well is freaking awesome as well. So check it out below if you would like a hardware wallet, if you don't have one, or if you want to pick one up or give it to a friend who wants to safely store some crypto. So that is it for the video, guys. Just to remind you guys just how quickly things can go up and down when it comes to crypto. You know, Bitcoin was 80K a few days ago. Now it is 93, 94K. That is a massive move in about a week, week and a half. Obviously, October 10th was the biggest move, 122, and it wicked down to around 105. Hopefully you don't see another one of those because that was an insane event. And with the amount of leverage that it did wipe out, I doubt that we're going to see another one of those. Speaking of leverage, we're in this very interesting position right now where there's more or less an equal amount of longs and shorts at this current price of $93,000. So it's kind of anyone's game in terms of where things will go from here. At the end of the day, be prepared mentally and emotionally and financially for whatever happens short term. I've made the case in so many of the videos that you guys are watching where, you know, I believe I know what's going to happen long term. Short term, in the span of, you know, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, it's anyone's game. 2025 was definitely the year that nobody predicted. Myself, basically nobody predicted what happened in 2025. Essentially, it was a completely flat year for Bitcoin and a down year for altcoins. It was a crazy year. So we'll see what happens in 2026 and towards the end of 2025 as well. I'll end the video there, guys. Hope you are well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.